All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful and exciting episode of Tunesday, the day we build music from scratch. Today, I guess I want to do synthwave. I was gone last week. I apologize, everybody, but we're back and we're on schedule. Where I don't see any more reasons that I'm gonna miss a Tuesday. Fingers crossed. When's Christmas? Is that on a Tuesday? What are the odds? What would be the odds? No, it's on a Sunday. So perfect. No holidays are getting in the way. We're doing Tuesday. Barrel forward. Stop going off phone. That's not an invitation to start making noise. Hang on a minute. All right. So today on I was going to say today on synthwave, but yes, today on Tuesday we're going to try to make some synthwave. I just spoiled it in my excitement. I just couldn't contain it. It was bursting out of me. Hang on a minute. I since I didn't go live for a little bit, I'm just like paranoid about my settings, and a couple of them got tweaked. A couple knobs get turned every now and then, and got to make sure I'm coming in crystal clear.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. How should we start this? A lot of times when I do synthwave, I start with a bass. I guess we got to think about we can do synthwave, right? But what's the vibe? What's the style? Is this like raging in the club, or is this like chilling also at the club, but a much calmer club? I don't know. There's a lot of different ways we could take this. Since I really am lost and I don't know where to start, let's start where I start best, with Isotope Iris. I'm gonna just bring this in. I need to get my OBS game up and get it so that way it Luma wipes the other way when I go this way, like that, That's the way to do it. That's the production quality seeping in. After 7 years, it'll eventually get there. I'm going to just pick something and maybe it'll inspire which direction we should go for the mood. That's how empty I am for where to go. Let's start at the bottom of keys, and I should also probably turn this down. Where's no. Where's the volume? Volume. Oh, are we gonna do that now? Hang on a minute. That was my computer, not yours, I swears. Hang on. Every time, that's the only thing that ever fixes that. The old off and on again. Right away, I already like this one, actually. Hang on a minute. How fast does this go? Pretty fast. Can we go twice this length? We need to make this bigger. There we go, like that. Because I want to just be able to click. I could essentially turn on the pencil tool. No. Try this. Now, let's experiment with this, because it sounds neat and all, right? First off, what could I change here? Right in here. Does this go the whole length? Loop it. Wait, no, hang on a minute. Unloop. We need to reconsolidate this. Wait, I'm getting confused. What's happening? Okay. This is what we need. Consolidate. Loop. I'll just call this ARP for now. There's some Ableton effects I want to try messing with this, but I forget. It takes so long to open. I gotta not double click it. You gotta click it and wait. And now it opens. It just takes that long to open. I guess it's a big beastly synth. Okay. I'm going to actually keep it like this, because that way I can add my own reverb and delay. Let's keep it like almost as dry as possible a little bit. Curious what they have for delay, though. I think I can do better. Let's keep it like that, and then let's go. Put a regular delay on. The 3 is really the best. I like that. That's not bad for a sound in a song. Let's go with that. I can bring up all the, well, here, let's do this at least. I'll put in, I have Vaporwave and Vapor drums. Let's put in Vapor drums, even though they're sort of Vapor drums, also synthwave drums. Did I ever make a synthwave one? Oh, I do have a synthwave drums. Maybe I should use that instead. It's probably newer, so let's do that. Let's do this, actually. I'm going to, real quick, just duplicate this out. I'm going to just spread out my drums right away. The way I always like to. Snare hat. Give them their respective EQs. Kick, snare, hat. Grab all y'all and just loop for a while. Also turn everybody down a little bit. And I know the hi-hat's gonna just need to go down a lot more, probably. All right. Just curious. You know, what kind of vibe are we going for, right? That's too slow. This is where we were at before. We'll go a little faster. I'm just picking the first snare and first hat I click and all that. We'll pick better ones in a little bit. Let me just get notes on the page. Okay. What's going on, Hefner? Welcome back. What do you think about that speed, Hefner? Is that too fast? Too slow? Too high or too low? What if I had a Tunesday there? No. That should be a stream challenge, right? You should have a redemption challenge, a point redemption challenge on your stream, Hefner. This is an instruction for you, where if someone redeems it, you have to only speak in rhyme for an X amount of time. You know what I mean? However long you want to set it. 5 minutes. You know, the rest of the stream, whatever, you know? And you can only speak if you speak in rhymes. Couldn't do it? Come on. Not a rhyming boy. Okay. Fair enough. I'm just spitballing ideas here. I'm your marketing team. It's a good one. The kids. Studies show the Zoomers like the rhymes. All right. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing for a bass here? I'm gonna go subsine real quick. I shouldn't do sub. Well, I'm gonna inevitably need subsine. Let's just do this. Actually, let's call this just one sub bass, and I'm actually gonna leave it and bring on a whole fresh new helm here. Helm's like my favorite for making basses. I don't know why. Maybe it's the simplicity of it, and because basses, you can make a really, really intricate and complicated bass, but sometimes the best ones are just raw, simple waveforms. Oh, I didn't turn this one down. Let's do this. We, at the very least, need to add some sidechain compression to this bad boy. So we're going to test that first. More, we just need to dial it in with the kick really well. I'm going to put on my preset of medium sidechain, which I had mild and medium sidechain. I never did a heavier one, but honestly, I never really used much of the others. I think the only difference is the threshold, and it's like I can just figure that out in the song. I don't need to make an individual preset for each one. What was I thinking? Okay, that hi-hat I'm going to turn down a little bit more. Also, hang on. Before I get the sidechain compression in with the kick, it actually matters what kick sample I'm using. So while the snare and the hi-hat we can change any time, let's actually find a kick that we like really want to like a commitment, man. We're gonna make a commitment right now, us together. You ready? Who are we committing to? Let's see. This hang on. There we go. Because it's getting a little distracted when I hear those because I'm trying to match it with that snare and I might not even use it. But we might have a moment where it's just kick and this synth, you know? Hell, this is how the song could technically start if we want. So we gotta make sure this sounds good together. Ooh, I kind of like this one. Hang on. Let's get rid of this last one here. I don't hate this hi-hat with it all, actually. Let me try something real quick. First off, let me look at the kick again. Oh my god, there have been like trucks backing up somewhere behind my building here like all day. They're doing some construction and I just have to hear that beeping of the fucking truck. Oh my god. It's insane how how much I have to listen to them. Driving me nuts. What's the... Hang on. I want a special rhythm for this part. Let's do like 40, 50. 70, 80, 90. Like, I actually pan this hi-hat a little bit too. Anyway, it already looks like it's panning for some reason a little to the left, so let's pan it like 5 more to the left. Just because I actually would like to add a third hi-hat later on too. And this just sort of creates interesting texture because like this second hi-hat, we're not even going to bring in until like way later or something, right? When something gets more intense, it's got to start with just one. And the one has to be mono down the middle, right? Because it's got to just sound normal and full. But I like this idea of adding other hi-hats that are essentially the exact same rhythm. It's just 16th notes. If we pop it open here, it looks exactly the same. But the rhythm comes in when you open it up. And then even there, it's still like, what's different? And you just look down here. And these are the velocities. And you can see how we're going like... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, so we have our own little rhythm in here. That's outside of just, I guess, well, this one's not really even defining a rhythm. It's just saying every 16th note. And then this one says, yes, every 16th note, but also here's some subdivisions. And then now when we make a third one, we just got to do something else like that, like create another one. And then if we pan that to another ear, then you're sort of hearing different subdivisions in different ears. And as long as they're sort of interesting, then it hopefully won't be too disorienting and it'll sound nice and cool. But let's keep going. We still need the bass, right? Okay, we've dialed in our kick, I think, now. Let's say we're starting like this, right? I'd say we could. We'll hear. Now we're doing it. And then the snare comes in, then this hi-hat comes in, and then whatever, that's fine. Good enough for right now. Input from the kick. Let's take a look at that. That looks pretty clean, but we can clean it better. That's cleaner. Look at how sharp that is. You know what I want to do here real quick, actually? Yeah, I want to do this. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to tune the kick again. All I did was drop it down 1. I'm going to put the kick back to normal, and I want to do this. So this song is in C sharp minor. That leaves us these options for the bass. And this one's too low. This one's getting a little high for our root note, right? Because then we're going to go up all the way there. I'd like to more go... I'd like to go a little lower, right? So what if we just bump it down 2, maybe? Maybe this is now in B. This is why I was like, let's undo the tuning of the kick, because I don't even know the tuning of the song yet. It's up in the air to change it. Because now if I hold down a B, this might sound nicer. So we can get that wub a little bit. Where's our bass? Let's snapshot that. That was me just improvising around, but that sounded nice, right? starting right here. Consolidate. Now also quantize. No, everybody quantize. All right, how should I make this bass? Because I do like this, you know? Okay, hang on. We have 3 different parts here. Let's do this. Delete. Copy. Paste. Bum 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 bum. Good choice to snapshot. I thought you were doing audible test sample, and you wound up making a good part, right? I know. I was just testing it. I was dialing in the sidechain compression, making sure it was like a good, thumpiness, and was like just feeling it. So, dude, snapshot is the best feature I feel like in Ableton. And then, hang on, shrink it to there, consolidate. Now loop this, go double length. This here is how long our bass riff should be in entirety. Now it doesn't need to all be different. Let's find out where we need to change it. That part's good, and this part's gonna be good too. Still good. Here we can maybe. Let's do that. That's the tiny amount of variation I do. It's not even much, but that's okay. Kind of a meh ending. Get it better, hang on. I'm trying to decide if I want to like really step it up and be like, meow, 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 you know. The reason I don't want to, well, it doesn't sound that bad, because it's still coming up, is because right now the bass technically never changes unless a kick comes in, right? So every single new bass note, when it's played, a kick is played. However, if I go to this half time right here, it will not. But then you can hear what it sounds like. It just sort of sounds like it's sliding into it because it's still coming up from the sidechain compression. So maybe it could sound cool, especially at the very end, Hang on. Either moo 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 or moo 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 moo. That's one option, right? Or no, just from here. That one feels more normal and natural. Maybe I'll keep that. So this is our bass part right now. Not that this is going to be the exact bass sound we use, too. We can change this. Add some blub. That is good. We just got to get it. We got to dial it in a little bit better. Either way works. This way seems like a bass that knows his job isn't to be the lead. A little bit, yeah. I like this. Wait, hang on, what's going on with this one? I felt like I wasn't hearing it at all. And then really hearing it. And the popping is the sidechain compression because it's so sharp. That's okay, we could fix that. I was just like not hearing it at all, and then it was like, what's the point of it? I think, yeah, like right there, it feels like it cuts off. I think that's just my brain like playing tricks on me. Okay, well, hang on. Let's turn it off. I want to see if it's even necessary. Is it even contributing anything? I usually put on a sub bass. Yeah, I really don't even hear it, so, I mean, if it serves no purpose, I'm just going to do that. I mean, I usually always have a sub bass, but I think my main bass is still crunching it up down there. I just didn't cut it off in any way. I'm not sure why I still hear it so well. Let's put an EQ on. What's going on with this? I mean, at the end of the day, like, it still sounds good, so, like, I'm not gonna, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of thing, you know? I'm like, okay. I'm fine with just leaving it. Whether or not we need an extra bass layer at some point, perhaps, when we get a little bit more intense. But until then, this sounds good right now. Let me do this. I haven't even saved yet. We should save it. What is today? The 25th. As you may have noticed, or maybe not because it was on there for like a half second, but the last track that I had open was called Tunesday 2.6. Which is a newer one. Or not Tunesday 2.6, Slamwave 2.6, which is the 6th track of the Slamwave 2 album. And I was going for just 6 tracks, and then I'd release it. So I am thinking as soon as I can finish this track that I will have it done. So it's still going to be annoying because I have to put it on the distributor, and they have to like cycle it to everybody, and it takes a while, and you should always set it up for like a month release so you can prep and prime and plug and all that crap. Plus I need graphics and album art and all that junk. But I'd say within like the next 2 months, new Slamwave album with some real banging synthwave on there. There's some in there that I played them. I played them on stream. Well, actually, no, that was so long ago the VODs are probably gone. But the people that were there, they'll tell you. Some of those songs just kick you in the face so hard, and it's so intense, and I love it. I can't wait. Anyways, let's see what else. We got our bass, we got our ARP, we could add some pads. I feel like a pad would really need to come in there or something. Just the snare coming in doesn't feel like it's enough. I do have pad vapor, but it always seems to be too intense. No, why does that F sharp sound like shit every time? It's the 5th of the freaking chord. It should sound good. This pad is so strange. No, that's not bad too. That's a bad too. Okay. It's strange. All I can ever do is get like 2 notes to sound good with it. I mean, they sound, vapor wavy or well, maybe not synth wavy, whatever kind of wave you want to wave at. It sounds cool, fits with it, but it's hard to make things that fit. Let's go for a brand new sound, right? Oh, here we go. String pad. You're not really good at strings, right? Actually, not bad. For synth 1, I was hoping for more of this. What, we can't move? I like this one actually though. Not for this song, I think. It's gonna be too warbly for this song, I think. Let's do this again real quick. I need to get a better reverb in here. Start sending people to the reverb. Get a more unified sound a little. I'm gonna do the cathedral, but we're gonna go up the decay time just a little bit and the room size just a little bit. Make it even bigger. Okay, we send the ARP to it. What's ARP full send? Too much. Dial it back. We'll go like that. We'll go snare a little bit. This pad's gonna go to it entirely. Bass none. That's good. See, like I say, it's got its uses, but here it just sounds like it's out of tune. Whoops, wrong thing. But I do want to do this. Here, hang on, where are we? This is important to remember. We are in the Nordlead 14 pack, okay? And it doesn't matter which one we have exactly. We're going to write this one to my personal save. And call it warble chords. Warble chords. There we go. And so it's important to label it or know where we were, because now we're pushed over here into our pack and taken out of the old one. But we remember we were in Nordlead 14 and we were like somewhere around here. It's okay. We'll figure it out. These are a little loud. This will work for what I want. This will work for what I want. We're not gonna just hold one chord out though. Let's start it coming in here. I need to figure out exactly how I want to do this. Like if it's like. Can I, at the very least, start with that? Turn it down, too. I want to go to a C sharp here, right? But I don't know that I want to... maybe I can try to slip in an F sharp here. Making a mess. No. It works well. Is it gonna work with the bass part though? Let's save this because I don't hate it, and it works for maybe a progression where we're going from B to F sharp, but it clashes a little bit too much with the bass. I think we need to come up with something else. I'm also falling less in love. I'm falling out of love with this synth. I'm falling out of love with this synth. It's okay, but I don't know if I want to use it a lot, yeah. Sorry, little synth. You tried, but you just couldn't please
Daddy.
Okay. 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 Let's see. Yeah, let's try a new one. Okay, well, let's do this at least. I'm going to duplicate this one. Because, like I said, I don't hate this part. For, like, later, right? Maybe whenever we're done with all this stuff, this is our B section, maybe. Because this has potential, you know? I hear potential in this. I like it. It's just not right for that spot. So we're gonna do this. We got our new synth, and we're gonna see what other fish are in the sea here. Okay. That one sounds oh, we're on the wrong thing. These all sound the same. What's going on, Dark Ninja? Welcome back. That synth has a nice place for a haunting tone. Oh, right. Should this be like a Halloween themed Tunesday? I mean, it's not really Halloween, and we're not going to get a Tuesday that lands right on Halloween. Actually, we're actually pretty close. We're getting the day after Halloween. But that means last year we did a Halloween Tuesday, didn't we? I've done a Halloween Tuesday before, either way. It has landed right on a Tuesday, and I've done that already, so... But if anything, I would say next Tuesday is closer to a Halloween Tuesday. That one's on November 1st. Don't restrict yourself to that, yeah. I'm not definitely for this one. I have to more decide if I want to do a Halloween theme for next Tuesday. Maybe not. Like I say, I've done it before. So... it's not like I'd be doing anything super new. Unless, so last time I did like a spooky, creepy, it was almost like more ambient because of all like the creepy noises and stuff. And it could be used in like a horror film, I think. Because I think a lot of horror film soundtrack could be viewed a little bit as ambient because it's just supposed to make you feel a little uneasy. and not good. But the flip side of the Halloween music spectrum is we create a new Monster Mash style song, right? We write a rock and roll song that's about Halloween or something like that, like the Monster Mash. But the Monster Mash isn't scary, right? That's what we got to do. It's so old, we need a new Monster Mash. Maybe that's what I'll do on next Tuesday. Oh God, why did I even suggest that? What would it be called? What would be the modern day Monster Mash? Okay, let's get off that and go back to the pad territory. Square pad? Monster Twerk, you're right. Oh man, that's when I feel like we gotta turn it into like a trap song then. Do the monster twerk, do the monster twerk, do the Oh no. Don't poison me with such a good time. I love this synth, right? What's going on, Pun? Welcome back. Ooh. You know what? Hang on. We know where we are. This guy nails it. I'm gonna save this one as well. We can call it squared. Just squared, man. There we go. Go the other meme route and do a monster dab. God, this is, oh my God, I love this synth. I'm really glad I saved this. How good is that? Oh, that sounds so crisp and so clean. Pun's loving it too. Let's see if we can use this. Too loud if we're going that high, which we can turn it down. Actually, where is the volume on this? I would need like more of a melody. Sounds like it needs to be something different. Maybe the high notes. I do kind of like the highs a little bit better. Are we starting always at the beginning? Let's not do that. Let's wait for... When would this come in, actually? Never mind. Let's start from the beginning. I need to figure out when this would come in. Is this coming in with the snare? It could. Though I almost feel like the snare needs to come in even earlier, maybe. Maybe all this needs to come in earlier. Got it. Snapshot that. We need to tighten up the chords a little bit, but I think I want that rhythm. This one. And adjust the volume to... Let's see. Quantize. This needs to end here. First off, let's turn it down. Actually, those were good chords. I like them. Now, I'm still having trouble hearing it, and that could be the particular synth, because it is, like I say, I love it. It sounds great, but it is on the chill side, right? So I can always raise the volume, but the raising the volume is just like pushing it more forward. And if it's not the right vibe because it's too chill, pushing it forward isn't going to help it, you know? So we'll see. I do think by shrinking this intro like this, we don't need to introduce anything else new with the snare. Like, this all comes in fast enough to the point where we're like, oh my god, we're already at the bass, and by this point, you know? And I think we could put in like a crash or something too. I'm trying to decide if we want to start chiller on the hi-hats too. Like these. Nah, I like the fast hi-hats all the way through. We do need a crash. Not sure what kind of crash, but just bring this in for now. Might need to find my own, but let's just use this preset sample pack that I had. So I'm muting one, keeping it there, and I want to try some other sounds with this chord progression. Well, that only does one note at a time. No, those don't fit well together. Let's try. I was about to try Helm again, right? But why don't we use Helm's older brother, Vital? I don't use Vital enough. This is going to be really loud if I don't. Could I use like a preset to get started? Like, we got pads. What do you got for pads? He's probably going to suck. How do I know they're going to suck? Oh, I made a pad. Look at this. This one's mine. Wait. Doesn't really fit. Actually, that, but quieter. Now, what is making this? Because we can adjust this. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Okay, the chorus is doing all the heavy lifting. Heard of Viola a while ago? Didn't try it yet, to be honest. I use it sparingly. It is, like I say, it's made by the same person that made Helm, and so it is, and it's way more powerful than Helm. So if you if you use Helm a lot and you feel like it's limited, then I recommend learning Vital, because you can do a lot more in Vital. I just haven't. I don't know. Maybe it's the simplicity of Helm that's so attractive to me, but like. I'll use Vital every now and then, and I've made some interesting sounds. I got a few presets saved. I don't ignore it, but like 8 times out of 10, I'm going to use Helm for most of my sounds over Vital, even though they can do the same thing. And if anything, Helm can do, or Vital can do more. But, yeah. So, okay. And plus, I still need to understand this all a little bit more, better. There's intensity, existential, and big space. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so we automated the volume to that. These might not do anything anymore because I triggered some of these effects off. Yeah, because the distortion had certain parts automated as well. But I don't like it. Let's now, here's something. It comes in late every time, right? And that's because of this, if you watch. We'll start full. Now, what if we were an octave lower? We're starting to get somewhere now. Now, here's what I did. So I doubled it at the octave, right? Here's the fun thing to do sometime. Here, I'm going to do this. Pull this out and stick it over here, because maybe we'll use this later as well. We'll call this one pad, and I'm going to call this one pad low, because it's the same pad, but just down an octave. Whoops. But I don't want to go any lower than this, because right here, that's a little too low right there. I don't want to go that low. This already gives a nice, good stereo vibe. I think that's just the way, just the way he has this design with all the effects and the chorus and everything, that it already gives a stereo vibe a little bit. But we can double down on that by putting on this fake doubling effect. There we go. Sound better higher. Let's try high, actually. I'm gonna lower the volume. I usually do low, but why not high? Kind of like that idea, actually. Sounds better. The high one needs to go down, of course. Now, at some point we're gonna need to double the ARP because it's getting lost, right? We don't really hear it much anymore in the back. In fact, let's turn our pads down a little too. Let's not double it till right here. This is when the ARP pad really needs to get doubled. And let's change it to, right? Does it need to be this again? It should be a different sound. Can we get lucky and get 2 good sounds in isotope iris in a row? Oh, I should take a break and stand up and walk around a little bit. I just noticed I've been live an hour. I need to stand up. Let's do that. We have enough to at least play for like a minute. Let's do this here. We'll just live write this a little bit, and then we go on to our B section here, which goes here to there. I probably won't even be gone that long. There to there. The hi-hat never stops. Kick comes in halfway through, and so does the snare. And that's good. All right. Well, you guys can hear how that sounds while I go stretch my legs. Or, you don't need to hear how this sounds too, because you should stretch your legs too. Especially if you've been sitting for an hour. You should never sit longer than an hour without at least standing a little bit. So I will be right back. Wait, I don't hear nothing. Where'd the sound go? Hey, you're playing a trick on me. I just got here. Let me hear it. All right, Bacon, here. I'll play it. I'll be right back. Go away. Does that man have a name, the boombox man? We should give him a name. That intro reminds me of the start of Cheeky Breeky Hard Bass 2. I like that name. Cheeky Breeky. I realized when I walked away, this is absolutely going to be the B part. This is great. I could easily pull this off and write a whole part to this. Much more complicated. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lot of potential. You know what? let's do that, actually. I know this first part still needs work. We're going to try a slightly different writing style a little. I don't know. A lot of times I'll just write something and then until it's done and then we move on to the next part and then we go. But let's just like move on to this B part and start working on that. And then we'll come back and it's like hearing it with fresh ears, you know? But so now we need to decide that when this ends, do we want to maybe just go totally silent, actually? One final kick. This one doesn't have that weird extra snare. And it starts with had two, maybe. Where's the bass? Give me the bass. When doing 3D, I work across everything and progress different parts. Just see something that needs improvement, do that. One thing at a time. It's a good way of looking at it. A lot of times I just focus and I'll be like, okay, let's do the entirety of... Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. It's different entireties. It's not like, let's do all of the guitar in one or all the guitar in two. I like section off. I'll be like, okay, let's do the entire verse. Guitar, bass, drums, vocals. Or, well, no, vocals are always till the end, but I'll have like an entire verse, and then it's like, okay, and then it's just like the end of a cliff. Now it's time to write the chorus. Sort of like here, end of a cliff. But this is one a good cliff. Well, I can put in a noise thing too that goes whoosh. We'll do that, you know. That's classic. Yeah, well, let's just do that right now. So easy. I use this. This is my favorite. It's Coin Op, which is it is a paid sample pack. I guess you could call it a sample pack, preset pack, whatever you want to call it, but made by a producer named Afro DJ Mag. He does fantastic stuff, and I would strongly recommend it. It's cheap. It's like 10 or 15 bucks, but it gives you all the chiptune sounds you need. So it's amazing. And then I use it just because he also has a noise pack where he's got different kinds of noises. I'm going to just be a basic bitch and use just plain ass white noise. Higher. Yeah, like that high. There we go. But, you know, all you do is do some white noise, and you use a low-pass filter. Some resonance on that. Actually, we don't need to go that far. Let's go like there. Do it by hand. That, you know? But let's automate that so I don't have to do it by hand every time, right? I'm tired. I don't want to do that. Let's see, start at 0. Go up to what? I feel like 12 or 13 usually sounds good. 13.9. Well, I almost adjusted it, but I think I actually nailed it. keep that for right now. If any tweaks need to be made, they'll be made. That does what I wanted it to do. And bass come in right here then. Right here. Bass got to come in. But otherwise, I think we could go without the bass for this long. It'll be a nice break because the bass is throbbing and intense.
The bass is throbbing, baby.
Okay. We're not on our bass. It's 67. Is this, I don't know if these were all done in 80s. Oh yeah, I played it out. I don't know if it has velocity sensitivity. Let's start real simple. I mean, theoretically, it's an F sharp actually, so it would be like this. I mean, I could get fresh and do a C. We could do that, like right here. There we go. I should just do that every time. Let's do this. Loop it. We could start like this and like we do a minimalism style bass. Hang on, actually, if I were to do that, maybe we should bring it in earlier. Let's hold off on the snare actually till there, and the hi-hat till there. So minimalism means we're gonna just build the bass out slowly, right? To by the end we'll have this, maybe really intricate and complicated sort of bass part that's really funky. But you sort of watched it build slowly across the course of however far we go in this. We can go, we're only 45 seconds or so, or, maybe 50 seconds. We can go another 50 seconds, especially because we're just getting started on this. This could be a grand outro or something like that. Granted, this whole intro would be pretty short. It's like a minute long, but who knows? We might need to make this part longer. We'll see. We'll see. Now, how do we mix this up more? I was honestly thinking faster like that. What if they were all that? Hang on. I kind of like that, actually. I kind of like them all like that. See, right? That's our slow addition onto this one. Now on this one, we add another one. Oops. Wrong timing. So like that, right? See, and we keep building, we keep going. Let's let it keep riding. And actually, we came in too intense on that. Let's bring one of the hi-hats back so it doesn't come in until even this part. And we can add some other stuff too. Like as stuff's coming in, we still got the ARP to play with, pad. I want to add something for back here that we still do need to add is a lead. And I think the lead needs to be pretty chill. So I don't need to write anything. It's not going to be some grand solo. Usually I figure a lead needs to be chill when you do something like this. And this is like an arpeggiated part, but it's not like a simple like da 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 da, going up the same four. There are patterns and you can pick up on the patterns, but it's still more complicated. And so when you have a more intricate melody like this, and if you put an intricate lead over the top of it, it just becomes mess and gobbledygook. This becomes sort of a drone eventually in the background, and you don't really even notice it. I think your brain just sort of picks up on the pattern so much that it becomes a drone. But it still helps to have a lead then that's sort of like chiller and not. I don't know. That's my opinion at least. But okay, hang on. We got another bass part I need to make a little more complicated. These are like copy paste, right? Why is it this long? I can just go this long. Now, what I'm thinking actually is I want to copy this and I'm going to paste it. And I want to use that. How do I want to do this actually? Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just turn these off temporarily. And here's why. Is because I want this to be built out little by little. And I do like these notes, but I'm not liking how I'm building this out a little bit, because if you notice, all our notes are like right sandwiched next to each other. And then we have these long gaps of silence, which are okay, but I feel like by this point, well, no, I haven't second thoughts. Turn it back on. Oops. Do I like that A there? Kind of like it. I do kind of like it there. And then here's our finished bass riff, right? Like right in time for the big drop. So we are able to slowly build it up through all this. Hang on, I think this noise could be better. Is there a reason I don't hear it? Is it because I fucked it up there? Hang on a minute. Leave it there for a minute. Put a pin like right there. And then scooch this back like there. There we go. Bring this back. Pull that back. I gotta come up with a third hat rhythm as well. I guess let's just do that now too. I suppose hat 3 should go under hat 2 for sake of not being confusing. And let's delete that. Hat 3 doesn't come in till here, and now hat 3 sounds like... That's a different one. That's a very different sound, so... But I don't want it to do that. Let's give it a rhythm. Let's do first like this. Now the other thing is I want to actually give this a little panning. Because the other one's panned just the tiniest bit too. And it's actually good. I like it. I just want to bring it down a little. Oh, no. Now, let's save this real quick. Been a little bit. We've got some really good progress. I just looked over. We're an hour and a half in, and we have this much already, which sounds really good. A lot of this still needs little fine touches, but like we got some serious song structure in here. I'm gonna go back and let's listen at the beginning, because I think now I'm gonna start thinking here and lead that I add, whether or not this is long enough and we should go on this little, it could work fine to go for a minute here, then we go on like almost a 2-minute jam. This is like a minute and a half, like build up into another thing, and then that almost leads into this still being big, like we carry over the momentum. So, because we basically just copy paste this, and then bring in the hi-hat, the extra hi-hat, and whatever new sounds we can come up with in here to jazz it up a little bit more. We'll see. Maybe I could try to find a way for this to work. Why do I have a pencil tool out? Because yeah, if we did that the way it's set up, and if we left it all exactly as it's structured, I could at least slip in this one more, and then I mean, I would think I could do a double with the intensity of it all, and then if this was the end-ish of the song, we're just shy of 4 minutes. That's great. So let's hear what we got right now. This is the tentative structure of it all. Come in hot. Like, makes me think that, see, I'm glad, I need to compose like this more, where I move on to another part, because I get so like zoned in, and I don't think about things. Or like, I start adding things too soon because I get bored of it too quickly, but that's because I hear it over and over again, So right there, immediately, I want to bring that pad out. Or not out, but just like tone it back. I'll lower the volume of it too. I think you need to accept the bass. Bass is enough to be like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? Right? Okay, hang on. That's sounding good. Just want to put in. Yeah. We'll do that. Yeah. I didn't even hear the crash. I think the high part, actually, I don't need the high pad. It's too high. It's distracting me now. Okay, let's do this. We need to do two things. We need to change the ARP, because right now it's just the same thing but an octave up, right? Yeah. Let's change this to something else. That sounds good. Don't want it to be too much, though. I want it because it needs to stand out more, because by this point, the ARP is sort of getting buried in all this other sound, right? And that's okay. But that's why it comes in, is to sort of be like, hey, remember, this is here. By here, it's okay for the ARP to be buried. Don't mind me, just probably overheard when solo. That's true. Well, let's hear it right here. Try a little less reverb on it. I'm gonna try it. Let's up the volume a pinch. You know what? On second thought, this doesn't feel like it needs a lead part over the top of it. Or it will inevitably if we bring it back in over here, right? But for right now, I feel like that's interesting enough. Like, I do kind of like this idea of right here we go to a new part because I very commonly will write synth wavy songs where I'll write an A part and a B part, and it's basically just two songs kind of mashed together. It's like a 2.5 minute song that leads into another 2.5 minute song, but we never go back to either part. They're just each individually their own thing. I like this idea of like I'm building it up in that same regard, but after a minute we drop it and we go into the new song and then try to find a way to get back to it. Right now I have it just hard cutting right back to it. We'll see how well that works. I haven't even listened to that yet, but I'm going to listen to this right now all the way through to here probably, unless I hear something glaring. Still, I think I might want to find a new crash. Try this one. That was a little rude, sorry. Hope you like cymbals. Okay, that one does sound better. Let's start replacing it with this one at least. Play that better though. You say dirty guitar. I love that build up, and I told you I wouldn't stop it until there, but I am going to stop it right there. But that is a good build up so far. I need to come up with some other stuff that comes in there. What if? Where was it? Where did I find it? Hang on. Is it in Contact? What if we do like a cheesy synth dirty guitar? Like, I swear I have one. Hang on. Rock guitar. I know there's a cheesier one. Hang on a minute. I thought I had an even cheesier one. Whoa. That one sounds actually really good. Doesn't it? Can't go that low. Trying to do like palm muted. Add some distortion. What do we got here? We can increase the amp gain. We can't increase distortion. Oh, this is the articulation, so you can get like palm muted. So what do you want for guitar? What are you expecting, Bacon? Hang on a minute. Snapshot that. I didn't get it the second time. That's why I want to make sure I snapshotted it because I thought I was going to fuck it up. Hang on a minute. It was so long. Like a jug like eighth notes. I can try that. I want to finish this real quick. Cause I feel like this might actually sound good. I feel like this might actually sound good, not your idea. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'll try your idea, but this one's gonna be the one that actually sounds good. Sorry, I shouldn't be such a dick. Okay, here, this is gonna be the one I'm gonna do it on yours. I'm gonna turn mine off real quick. So the one you want is it'd be like palm muted, right? So I gotta turn the articulation up, I think. And go something like this, and then it'd be, no, we can't go that low, so this is the lowest we can go. Where is that note? Oh wait, we gotta do this. Consolidate it at this length, and then half of this. Chords. Oops, I went too early. We can do power chords, so like fifths, because full chords aren't gonna sound good, but fifth. A fifth will sound good. That's like guitar power chords, you know? Because otherwise, if we add the third, it's gonna sound a little muddy, I think. The third would be like this then. Well, hang on, this will be easier. Which just sort of sounds like it's exploding. So So this is technically 16th, I believe. We can make it longer. Let me try, no. We definitely want them like this. Too much low end. I don't know that I'm feeling this part that much. Maybe I need to turn it down. It's too much guitar. I can't have both of them. I don't know. What do you guys like more? I kind of want to keep this part. Like I said, the original one. I just like this high part. You do me? Alright. I will make the dictator's decision and... Your suggestion. But thanks for the suggestion. What I kind of want to do here, I like the guitar instrument. What's that from? Good question. Honestly, I pulled it out of the sounds category, which pulls from your Ableton packs and then any built-in instruments from Ableton. This one was called Guitar Dual Amped Heavy, I believe. There's also another crunch one. Yeah, heavy. It may be... Stop. It may be like an intro or like just a stock Ableton sound, genuinely. I actually think it might be. I never use this sounds category. Because like I say, it pulls just from the Ableton stock sounds and then your packs. And that's pretty much it. And most of the time, if I want something from the pack, I'll go to the pack and I'll go there myself. But I never use Ableton stock sounds, I guess. So that's not like an elitist thing. I'm not trying to be like I'm better than you because I don't use stock sounds. I use stock sounds for years. But I guess that's what it is. I've used stock sounds for years that I get bored of them. It's not bad at all, though. Honestly, that's what I'm surprised by. What I actually really wanted, funny enough, is a cheesy guitar, like fake guitar synth sound, which I could probably find, like take a long time to make. I don't think I could. Well, I could maybe make one if I really sat down and took like my time. It would take a long time. I could make it in Vital. Maybe I'll do that someday. But there's one in Helm. Is it good? Maybe I'll check that. Hang on a second. But I wanted like just cheesy, and then you're right. This one actually sounds like pretty good. So, what would it be under? I guess this is all of them, right? Alien lead guitar. Hello, Noko. This is gonna sound awful. Doing pretty good. How about you? type of beat is this? This is I guess some just classic synthwave. Let's play this from the beginning actually. Too far from the guitar, yeah. But yes, I was going for fake guitar, and the real guitar sounds pretty good actually, so we're just gonna keep that. I normally layer my bass too. That hasn't been done at all either. We just went one bass. Anything could get beefed up here. Maybe this is the bass gets beefed up here. Maybe. I'm gonna do this real quick. Duplicate, turn off. We're gonna get fresh. We're gonna get funky. You ready? Something else needs to come in right here. Do you like that bass that I made up without even hearing it? It needs some tweaking, but that's pretty good for not even listening to it. Okay, we gotta find a cleaner transition. That does not flow back into that very nicely. Let's do something else that like requires you to have a break, because we've been building up to that point and everyone's tired. No, I don't like that. Okay, we need some work. Hang on a minute. I'm still not digging that transition, and I think I more need to change the final few notes on the bass. That's what's bugging me. I need to make it a grand final thing, but I need to finish this. Can't find this perfect position. What I was thinking of, it's under leads. What's it called? Like it's a preset in Helm. Oops, I'm selecting the wrong thing. Called Witchy 3. I want to hear what that sounds like. Oh, yeah. Where's that low one coming from? That's not necessary. That sub is doing nothing. But the rest of this is really cool. It's got the bend. Oh, that's a fun one. I'm gonna remember that. That's a fun one. Actually, we're gonna keep it on. We might use it in something. We'll see. Oh yeah, we gotta finish nailing down this bass right here. Is that good? It's too fun. Something needs to come in here on this art. That just sounds weird. It sounds like an alarm going off in the background. I mean, these will work fine. I can even do this. So is that free? What's... Maybe that range is a little... Never mind. Let's undo that, actually. That sounds awful. Ooh, that actually sounds good on that. Now this is higher than normal, right? Yeah, most stuff on this is actually down here. That's way too low, so let's actually keep it up here. Sounds good, it sounds good, let's use it. There's a lot going on here, so we're not going to add much more. I'm trying to think what we could do to clear it up, maybe. It might not be anything. Let's do this on this thing. Is I feel like the bass just doesn't get oomphy enough. There's not enough oomph in that bass. So let's do let's give it 20 cc's of oomph. Okay. I should be more technical. 2.35 dB of oomph stat. See, it's funnier if I say cc because then it's like I'm a doctor. more. This is a good transition. This will work. I don't want to do the same riff. Maybe we can keep the same instruments but do a different sound. We'll see. There aren't any other new instruments that we really brought in here that aren't used here other than this pad. I don't really want to bring that back in. Eighth note might sound good in the outro. Maybe. Let's try it. I almost want to change it. Hang on. Hang on, let me pair up the guitar with the bass right now. Kind of working. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Hang on a minute. No. Do we just keep it on B? I think it might just be keep it on B. Yeah. If we just play it safe, we can keep it on B. Yeah. Hang on, let me consolidate at this length real quick. Yeah, we have to do that. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. We'll just do this. We got different chords here. What's going on, Fonz? deselect one of the basses. Well, should I? I'm going to try to match that. Yeah, it should be that. If we're matching exactly what the bass is doing. Okay, that part needs to change. Hang on a minute. What hang on. What is jump up to the bass here? I think it matters more what the second note is. Like we're like bleeding into it, like it's like a suspension. That's the word I'm looking for. Just a straight descending in the end there. Yeah. So like let's try to do C sharp, F sharp, D, and A. Oops. So C sharp. I already forgot what it was. It jumps down a lot though. See, that's the tough thing is we're gonna get really, really low. That's my worry. The last note was an A, I know. So let's try that A. The second to last was what? Let's look at it again. C sharp, F sharp, then D A. So there's D. This would need to be F sharp, like that. And then a C sharp, which I don't know if it's going to be that. That's too high, right? I mean, this would be it exactly. But I don't. That sounds bad. So let's go down here. What does it sound like without the bass? It'll work, I think. No, it's gotta be in the background more. Actually pull off the reverb a little bit more on them, just a little. something else there. It's slamming. I need to get up and stretch again, I think. Didn't we? I think we passed the time where I need to get up and do that. So we're going to do that. But we're also making fantastic time on this song, right? Let's let everybody have a final note, right? Why not? Except that one. You don't get to say a word. One more final guitar jug. Okay, so like let's say we ended there. Maybe not. We would definitely still need something else that comes in halfway here because it's not interesting enough to just loop twice. This might actually not need much more because we've only heard this once before here, before this long break, and we do technically have the guitar and the extra third hi-hat as the variation, right? So theoretically, that's just making excuses for myself, but I don't need to come up with it. It's different enough, but definitely something here. Because by here, I've lost my attention. Or I just need to end the song right here. It's one or the other, because if I'm going to go on one more, I need to give a reason to go on for one more. And I do think it could, because otherwise this is so short. Like, if this is our A part that's divided in the middle by this big fat B, then I want our A part to be worth saying and like worth the time. You know? Okay. Let's play this from the beginning. I'm going to get up and stretch, get some water. Well, I already have water, so I'm going to drink that water. You should do the same. But here's the song anyways. I like how this song's coming. I was thinking, and it hurt a little bit, but when the pain subsided, I thought maybe what this part could need is some vocals. I like to slip those in at the end if you don't ever expect it. Oh. Hang on. Before we go right into that, it needs to do like this too. Thinking reverse symbol or something might be better since it's a callback. Like for the build up. Here it. Can I do this yet? This is like this is the sample we use, right? This is the sound. I should be able to grab this sound and just like give me just this audio and put it right here. Was there no Tunesday last week? There was no Tunesday last week. That was unfortunately busy, but I don't think there's going to be any Tuesday cancellations in the near future. So that's the good news. And I've got actually some time coming up soon where I need to finally do the remix of Upgrade that Hefner, if you're still here, maybe you've just been sitting silently lurking. Perhaps. You never know. Hefner's always around the corner. He's summoned. You just look in the mirror and you say his name 3 times. Heffy. Oh my God. Fonz just chatted and I thought for a second it was him. Was you worried you were sick? See? Told you. I told you. You just look in the mirror and you say, and you can summon him. I told you. I done. Anyways. I still need to do the remix for Upgrade that you redeemed, like, I swear to God, 2 months ago. And then a lot of shit happened in my life, which led me to the point where I am now, where I finally have some time to do that remix of Upgrade for you. Happy that I have the Ableton file as well, ready to go. So we can just, I don't know, raw edit the whole thing. It's going to be the ultimate remix in a way, because I don't need to edit. I don't need to ask for stems. I built those stems. I don't know Ableton well enough, but I agree. I should be able to pull a sample in. Yes, that's what I want. Is like, so if I grab this and I drag this over here, you know what it does? It just creates a new drum rack with one sound to it. Actually pulled the whole thing off by itself. That's very interesting. Do you know what that means? That means that when I do this kick, snare, hat, blah, 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 and I arrange them all individually, what I could actually do is arrange them on one track and then pull them off like this, and it will pull off just the MIDI for it. That's actually very interesting. So we did learn one thing about Ableton, but this isn't what I want. Right? I don't want another MIDI track. I want this raw audio to look like, well, we don't have any raw audio in this, so there's bad example. These are all dots. The raw audio will look like this. These waveforms right here. That's what I want to put the crash on, because then I could take that waveform and I can reverse it. Instead, now I have to find this sample called MJ Sim 2. And hopefully, hang on a second. Go away. Okay. VST sample player. It can be done. It can be done. I just need to find that sample. That's the thing. See, it's more of like I say, an Ableton flaw because I told you exactly the easy way that Ableton should allow it to work. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that in any way. But that would be the easy solution. It's not something I got from here, I guess. That's the tough thing. Well, who knows where I got this sample from? But in the end, here's what we're going to do. It doesn't have to be this exact crash. Who cares? We're going to just find a new one. We're going to go in here. And these are going to be raw. Let me make sure it's turned down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Did you see my comment on the snare? Wait. I missed it. Hang on a second. I think it would be nice if the snare was more intense for the last part as well. Kind of like how you beefed up the lead in the snare. Okay. Okay. I mean, let's... I don't think it needs to be louder or more intense. What about more going on? You know what I mean? Like we have this big fill, right? Like what if we do this? Actually, can we do like... I'm getting lost. Hang on a minute. Okay, let's do this. Well, let's consolidate it at this length and loop it. We need a little bit of variety through here. This was a good idea though, Bacon, of like making the snare more intensive, like more, more. You know what I'm talking about because you suggested it. These need they're too intense. They need like a little bit of volume. What does it need to be though? What do you think? Sort of like I did with this, where it's like da 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 da. Like these ones need to be quieter, something like 80, 60. Or maybe the other way around. Hang on. 16th note roll out to the finish. Perhaps. On the very, very last one, maybe. Yes. Maybe I think I do like this idea, but it's too low. Like this maybe just 80, 100. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Is when it's all the exact same velocity, it's too grating, but this should sound good. And then, hang on, I changed. So let's copy, paste, and then... Still need more that has to go on there. I honestly feel like the crash needs to come in more. Start clicking through some random vocal samples. Look out. They're all so quiet. They're so quiet by comparison. Okay. Maybe we can afford ourselves the luxury of being picky. Let's say we want... What's more important, the timing? What do the timing, let's say. I want to go between 135 and 145. You know what? Let's see if we can get really picky. We're in B minor. Maybe because this is called destiny when we can find the exact sample. Vocorder it. I could.
Come with me.
Depends on what we find.
You just can't decide to be.
Okay. Yep. Hang on. We are at least getting this one, and it's gonna be the build up for that. Hang on. Here, stick with me. You heard it too. I know you did. Where does Splice go? Where do you go, Splice? You just disappear on me sometimes. Running off with some other producer. You whore, Splice. You whore. Okay, unwarp it. Turn it down. Send it to our reverb. Too early. Hang on. Oh. It's all a timing game right now. Gotta find the right exact spot. And I think I need to volume fade it a little bit. Let's do this. Make it come in here. I want to automate the gain on it so it hits 0 at... Well, actually, let's scoot it in a little bit more. Hit 0 right here. It's better than the symbol idea. Oh yeah, I forgot about the symbol idea. I sort of got a little sidetracked. We have the symbols open right here. We might still do that, but I do like this. So let's... I don't know how low we need to start it. I think this needs to actually be over here more. Yeah, it's basically just this. We're just using this as like a little bit of a transition. It's nice. Let's scoot this in a little bit more, maybe. Well, that was that. Yeah, that was a little sidetrack. Let's. We have 2 missions still. One, oh yeah, hang on. Let me still try this. Maybe it needs both. I need a big crash. I want a long one, really long. I know they're here. My cousin is really into DJ stuff, music, doing his own free time, like house, late 90s stuff. Does he have like turntables and like put together sets and stuff like that? Oh, look at that. They even have build-ups on this one. We want a natural sounding. I could have sworn there were better crashes that were reversed. The problem is this pack is so big. Bring me this. Put it here. How do you reverse things in Ableton now? They change it. Oh, it's this weird little thingy. There we go. Oh, let's turn it down. It's going to be way too loud. That is good. He always talks about how really good DJs manage the energy of the crowd. I feel like that also lends to song creation, bringing the energy levels up and down. I like how the energy moves through the song. It just brings towards the end. Yeah, I agree. I think, like, especially for a DJ, because they'll do like long sets, right, for like an hour, 2 hours, and you're just linking all these songs together. So when you're on that long of a sonic journey, man, you got to make a few pit stops, and you got to just ride that wave where you're right, you got to control the mood. And I've thought that way when building out like a CD set list. So like if I'll have like 10 songs, and it's like, how do I want this album to flow as you're listening to it? And you sort of have to think of it that way, in the same way a DJ has to think of how they want their crowd. The difference is that the DJ, like live, will sort of get like a live reaction. You know what I mean? Like if he's going hard and he's looking out in the crowd and he sees these people still raging hard and they want to go harder, he knows he doesn't need to necessarily drop it back. But if he's like going hard and he's seeing people, looking a little sweaty, looking a little tired, he can be like, all right, we're going to slow this one down now. You know what I mean? Feel out the crowd. Well, you can't do that, I guess, on album construction. And you could try to do that with a band set list creation, but then you got to like change set on the fly. So give people a chance to get into the drink. That's true. Play a shitty song every now and then. Bars will want DJs to do that, maybe, so that way they can get people up back to the bar. So we are going to use this. It just needs to go down a little bit. It would work. It's pretty boring. Oh my god, hang on a minute. What the fuck was that? It's a little much. But I did like that this one works. But it's very simple, Honestly, when I hear that, what I would like to do is harmonize that, if I were to use that. But I feel like we can do better, right? We had 237 results that are very, very...
Don't wanna stand out in the crowd. No choice when you're too proud. I found a new way out. Given
This is like a
they always take it. Tell me to change.
finished song.
But who I am is here to stay.
Like that's not gonna fit with what I have.
So I'm sorry for not slipping it. I know what you need and I got it. I know what you need, so let me give it to you.
That's probably not gonna fit either, but I do like it.
I know what you need and I got it. I know what you need, so let me give it to you.
What would be the rhythm I would want to do for this?
I know what you need. I know what you need.
Hang on a minute. I hear potential in this, and I am splice rich. So it's the one area in life that I actually am rich. I've got more splice credits than you peasants.
You peasants.
All right. But I got all those credits. Let's put them to use. Let's try this. I don't know why. I just for some reason I hear potential in this one. The timing is what I'm gonna have to mess with a lot. So first off, yeah, that's what I thought. Now it thinks it's at 186. What it really is, I don't know. I'm gonna just unwarp it and let it just go to where it naturally goes. It goes until here, and then let's warp it again. Whoa, we don't know nothing. Okay, hang on. Stick with me here. He's coming to my area soon. Last show I went to was Deadmau5. Wait, who's coming? Who? Raise Your Weapon? Is that an artist? Rather go to a Slamhaus show? Someday, man, maybe. It's not impossible. The difficult thing would be coming to an area near you. I'd have to take some poll in some way. But I'd also still need to, I'd need to get enough buzz about it to justify a tour. You know, I've opened for a lot of bands that go on tour and don't plan it that well, and then they've played to an empty bar where me and my band members, the people that were opening for them, are the only ones watching them play. So you can't just book a show in a city and just be like, well, people will come out, but book some local openers, and then everyone will stay and come out because people aren't going to. Just set up in the corner of your room on stage. Yeah, right. I guess that's true. Well, that's the thing. That's what you'll see some random jams occasionally soon. I actually I've been tooling around with an idea that is going to require a little bit more gear, but I'm making a list and I'm checking it twice, and I'm going to find out if it'll work. But if it does, then I can turn a good chunk of this into a full probably like 4-piece band jam setup, and it would all be streamable and recordable. And I would need better camera angles. That's the big thing I would need to realize. I don't have a good enough camera, or I have a decent camera, but to get it where you could see everyone or make it look nice, I don't know how I do that. That would be the most expensive thing, because cameras can be expensive. I feel like I'd want to get like one really good camera or something. Use StreamerBot to allow people to choose which camera pops up. That is a good idea. But like I said, I'd have to buy more cameras. All I have is this. This is the only good one. I have actually one more camera. Where is it even? Do I have it near me? No, I don't have the camera near me, but it's a piece of shit. It's really old and really tiny. But I use it. It is useful for getting like a really tiny close camera shot of something. You know what I mean? But yeah, with this setup, that is possible. Some of you guys may have seen the jam stream I did with my buddy where he was playing drums and I was playing guitar and switched to bass at some point. I even played piano. All of those were on and ready to go. So, and there's big enough space that all those people could do this. So, not only would I be able to do performances and stuff like that, I was actually thinking about hitting up, because I've got buddies in tons of bands, and just being like, hey, if you guys want to like play a live show ever, let me know. And we can start hosting bands here, right? What if we have a band night every Friday night? Band something, I don't know. What is this bacon? Is this a camera? Webcam, USB, 100 FPS, night vision, full webcam, full HD. This is a really cheap webcam, but great quality. Slam's tiny room concerts. It'd be basically like that, right? Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one then. I trust you, Bacon. Bargain. Industrial computer. But yeah, I'd need better cameras. That's what I mean. Or like I say, all I've got is this camera, which, you know, it looks nice when I go full cam, right? You know, it's pretty decent. But like, I guess I'd need to buy a huge tripod and set it up really far away to be able to see everybody. Which maybe that is what I'm going to have to do. That's what I need more, a tripod. Because that's probably the most important thing when I think about it. Because I'm going to need to just like have it up at a far away, high up angle that you can just see everybody. Which is doable, but I just need a big ass tripod. That camera has a tripod screw base, so it's made for tripods. See, that would be nice. That actually is really nice. A big plus for it. Because my webcam, it's not the end of the world. Hell, I could tape it to the tripod or something like that. Figure out a way. But yeah, if it's already got the screw base on it, that would make it really nice, really handy. I'm gonna keep this open. Keep an eye on it. Anyways, back to this thing. What was I doing?
I know what you need.
Actually, I don't like that. I liked how it was before. Actually, maybe I don't. Hang on. It needs work. It still needs work. Hang on. If you go with more USB cameras, be aware that USB bandwidth as USB connections typically share the same path to the CPU. Also, power draw USB ports on your computer sharing the same voltage. That's a good idea too, or good thing to keep in mind. I mean, I've had 3 cams going at once. It's been fine. My PC's from 2013. And that's the thing. I wouldn't need like a ton of cams. I guess that's the thing. I wouldn't need a million camera angles, I think. I've already out. Oh, that was dumb. I just smacked my hand on the desk trying to point at this camera. I've already got this cam, so that one's not bad. And I would just need probably like one more really good one, but I'd want it to be a really good one. That's more what I mean. And then the big ass tripod. And then because like you know, I could use a bot to let people change camera angles and stuff like that. But I don't know that would even be necessary. I would more just kind of want to have like one main camera shot that takes up the full main big picture, and then like let's say Ableton's the big picture, and then this is another one. And sure, I guess I'm taking up some space. I'd have to figure out exactly the arrangement of where the cams would go and how I'd need to have it set up. But I don't know. Because if we start getting in a ton of camera angles, then it's like I'm going to start needing a full studio production. I don't know. If there was like a big demand and a huge budget, but right now this is just a pipe dream idea. So like I say, if I would start small, get one more camera, have 2 camera angles, if necessary, switch between them periodically. But then otherwise, if I get other bands that are interested and I start getting a lot of bands interested, then up the quality more. I don't know. 3 cameras at 360p isn't going to be an issue. 3 cameras on 1080p in the same path CPU USB 2 is not going to happen. It's true. They need to be high quality ones too. Well, I got testing, I got experiments, but as I say too, it's not going to be like a camera overload. It'd be like 2 cams. 2 cams. 2 cams, maybe. Maybe 4, maybe 10. Cams just wasn't practical for one fish tank. 1080p is 4K, so just imagine what's going through USB 2. You know what I need to do? I need to ask who's it, Rams Reef? Because he have like 7-8 different camera angles on his fish tank? What's he got? What's he got those plugged into? Maybe he's got them like plugged into like an ATEM that's doing all the like camera cycling. Yeah, he has 1 million cameras. And then that runs in. That's the thing. You get a third party, or not really a third party, just a separate hardware device to just handle the camera changes. That's the secret. But that's like I said. That's when a budget's involved. That's when I start making those sort of decisions. You could also edit the stream resolution in OBS if you use OBS, that is. I do use OBS. My streams are a little bit wider than standard widescreen. I was toying with the idea of 1-to-1 stream setup. It would look odd for people watching on PC, but it would look cool for people watching on mobile. That is an interesting idea. Also, like if I'd like design a stream for people with ultra wide monitors, right? That's the real dream, because then I could have 2 camera angles at the same time, like side by side next to each other. I don't know. Meshes all feeds into 1080p to the PC. Use something like HDMI or Elgato. Yeah. Like I say, if I ever got to the point where I'm adding like more than 2 cameras, that's when I think I'm gonna get like a separate hardware device to handle the cameras. You know what I mean? And then you just run that one hardware device into your computer, and then OBS just has to go, what camera do I need to look at? And with this one connection, and then the hardware device handles like, go to camera 2, go to camera 3, go to camera 6, go to camera 9, however many cameras they freaking got. And that's how you, if I ever get to that freaking level. But I don't think that's going to happen. But that's okay. Like I said, we're just throwing out ideas. I was thinking, just because I have this whole setup, you know what I mean? I'd love to do more jams and more all that. And more shall come, honestly. It's just, I think I'm getting so anxious. But they'll come. It's just been a lot of setup, a lot of testing, a lot of toying, and I'm finally here after honestly years of trial and setup on different places I've lived and different studios I've worked in. I think I finally figured it out. Took only 7, 8, almost a decade maybe. But you know what? I know what you need. And I got it. Hang on.
I know what you need, and I got it, and I got it, got it.
That's good. Mine is hard set to 832p, so it's accessible to those with poor internet. Yes, that is actually part of the reason why I think I stream just at 720p right now. Was because I was told by people that when I stream at 1080p, it makes it harder for them to watch on mobile. And I guess maybe they can change their settings. I don't know, or maybe it just doesn't allow them to. I'm not sure. But since this is more about the music and the sound, anyways, I was like, I can stream at 720p. It doesn't hurt. No slots available, only your source will be available. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Well, yeah, it make it accessible, right? It's all about the music anyways. I could stream at the shittiest quality possible. You just need to hear my
Beautiful voice. Oh yeah, baby.
and this. Okay, I like these vocals now. Hang on, let's save. And I want to listen to this from the very beginning. I also need to stand and stretch. Look at that, we hit the 3-hour mark. So I'll do a quick stand and stretch while we listen. did not expect to use guitar in this song. As our crash doesn't have an EQ. That might mean we might need to turn it down now. Sort of ruined it by ripping it out into its own track. Made a mess. Hang on a minute. Maybe I kind of like the last note. Something just didn't feel finished in the bass. Maybe just let them have the last note. I think that's good. Does this part need something halfway in? What's this guy? This guy's not doing nothing. I need to start labeling these. What is this? This one's like a vocal transition. This one's reverse cymbal. The other option is we bring in, hang on, because this also did feel. I like the vocals going through the whole ending, and this still doesn't solve the problem of I was thinking something that needs to go in the middle here. So we'll come back to that in a second. But I do kind of like the vocals through the whole ending. But if I do that, that does eliminate the whole like what's different from the second half. They are now exactly copy paste. That means we could add something else, but we are nearing the limit of what's possible. I could also do an easy cop out and just like pull the hi-hat in and be like, oh, we added the hi-hat. Okay, here's an idea too. The snare roll out at the end. Okay, and along with that, let's try this. Here's our drum part right now. Let me try to make this simpler, actually. Snare roll at the end, or you could low pass filter on the last part of the vocals maybe, or make the vocals really clear at the end. So I could, yeah. I kind of like the filter on the vocals. You're right, I could lift the filter because I am cutting off the high end hard. I'm largely cutting off the high end because in this recording, if you listen, I'll play from Splice, you can hear like the popping. They're so close to the mic.
I know what you need and I got it. I know what you need, so let me give it to you.
And it's great. It's fantastic quality. I love it, but it's not what we want for this song. You know, if I cut those highs, you don't hear that, right? And it sounds nice. It kind of sounds better with this style. It sounds like a blown out, burnt out cassette tape that can't hit those highs anymore because it's shit, you know? I don't know. It's good. I like it. This is going to be one simple change. We're going to take away the second got it. Tiniest difference, but and so okay, here's one difference I did. We're gonna chip away at these differences because we're gonna give it a reason to exist, right? So here's one difference I did is the first part, the snares still go much more buck wild than they did back here, as you can see. They're going crazy, but they're not going nearly as crazy as these ones, which you can see have even extra notes. So the second half is like even more intense snares, right? Which up until now has sort of just sounded like the normal snares, but now the normal snares are a little bit chiller. I guess that's the first part. So there's one. Number two, got it for the second half on these ones. So that's a little bit different. Number three, the hi-hat. The hi-hat number three comes in only in this final part. Maybe one more difference, and then because a lot of these are very little, very subtle, and they could still be subtle. But if that's the thing, we make 4 or 5 subtle changes, it'll be just as dramatic as like one huge one. We don't need to make a huge one. The other easy idea is we just change some part of the melody a little bit. So the arps are pretty set in stone. Let's keep those. The pad is pretty boring. Can't do much there. And same with the guitars. Maybe that means we give the bass a little variety. First off, are these like copy paste the same? Yes. Okay. Let's turn off this one right now. would be. I don't. Yeah, I really don't want to change anything. Hang on. This is what I hear in my head, actually. It's kind of boring, but yeah, right? Pretty much. Or do I go do 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 do? I like that more. Now here's what's the thing. Or here's what's thing. Here's the thing. This is winning me over to the point where I'm now going to be like, oh, do we want to just bring it over into this part too? And then if we do that, we're losing one thing that makes the second part different. So can I fight the restraint to lean into how awesome this bass is turning out to be? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we have to come up with something else to make it different because that's what we're going to end up doing. Whoa. Classic Slam. Yeah, right? Well, what am I going for here? Maybe just that. Doesn't need to be anything crazy spectacular. Keep the ending. That's a nice ending, you know. It's good and all. Copy, paste here. Unmute. All right. How's the sound going into it now? Let's keep it on just the tail end here, I think. I like this. I think it sounds good. Last thing is right here. This part. Still. Does this get too boring in the middle? Because I could just grab a vocal part too and slap it in, like. Okay. Hang on. Let's just find like a nice, cool ooh, ah, something.
Do I dare to find the secrets that you try to? Do I dare to find the secrets that you?
Okay, the timing's really bad, but.
Do I dare to find the secrets that you try to hide? Spent left unsaid.
Ah, fuck.
Unspoken.
Trying to make it fit, but it's just not gonna do it. I'm gonna give up now. This might be like exactly what I want. Yeah, actually, this will work. Hang on, like imagine this, right? Better than that, but so yeah, let's do that. Let's give me that one. Right here. Let's save it a little bit. Savor it, you know. Turn it down. Give it a bunch of reverb. Maybe not that much. We'll go there. We'll just call this one ooh, because it is just the ooh pretty much. So, okay. Let's see if I got it in a good spot. Maybe here. Hang on a minute. Trying to decide if I need to fade in the volume like I did with the other one. Let's bring it over here more. I feel like I want to do something like this with the delay. I'll figure out a way to fade it out. Let's do like 80 some. Thanks for the plug there, Hefner. Yes, grab a shirt, guys. Finally went through and added that link and buy official Slamhaus merch to every YouTube video I have. Thankfully, YouTube makes it a little easy. But now it's on every video. Still need to get it on Bandcamp. But to put it on Bandcamp, I'll need photos. And I can get photos, or you know what I mean? Photos are not that hard, but I want to I almost want to have fun with the photos if I have to put them up on Bandcamp, you know? And take goofy photos wearing the shirts. So I'm trying to still think of that. That's why their shirts aren't on Bandcamp, but they also don't need to be on Bandcamp, so. I'm going to turn this down just a pinch in the volume, but otherwise this is exactly what I wanted. If you're going to come up with more designs, you might want to share the link that for future proofing. That's a good call. That's a good call. That's true. But I don't know when that'll happen. We got to start selling more of these shirts before I come up with more designs. That's what needs to happen. I need to get more people pay attention. I think this might be done. This turned out pretty good. And efficient, right? 3 hours and 32 minutes, am I looking at? Something like that. For my live time, that's including my 5-minute intro, so. Not bad. I like how this one turned out. I can't think of anything else I want to change. Hang on, how does this start again? It just, yeah. Hang on, let me do one thing real quick. And this is just more because I don't have headphones on right now. This is just a quick check. We're going to do a EQ check. Everybody got an EQ on them or something? Okay, you got yours. These ARPs don't got nothing. I want to look at what these ARPs are doing. See? I'm glad I checked. As you can see, there's some low end going on there, but we don't really need that. This is the part that we like, so let's kill this and let the bass have that realm. I'm going to copy this same one and put it on this. Is this a problem on this one? Was it a problem? A little. I'm going to be honest, the shirt has gotten a little crunchy after a few washes. Would enjoy a softer fabric version if possible. Really? See, mine hasn't gotten crunchy yet. Like the tees you get for Old Navy or whatever, really soft fabric. I don't know what it's made of. So it's more just the exact shirt. It's not the Hanes Comfort Soft. Or something different than the Hanes Comfort Soft. I don't know. I need to, maybe I need to wash mine more. I just wear it in a row. Good evening, something incarnate. How's the tunes slamming tonight? They're slamming pretty good. We're actually just about done. Doing the final little touches to make sure all the sounds are sticking to their range and whatnot. This guy ain't got nothing on him. Bella canvases are softer, but $4 more. Okay. I don't know enough about like shirt brands to know like the good ones. Oh, see, look at this. Look at how dirty this is. Look at all this extra stupid low end that's seeping in. Get out of there. We don't need none of that shit here. All right, the noise is fine. The guitar, of course. Well, the guitar, I don't want to kill the low end. It helps it do some of the chugga. How was that look like? Maybe let's kill some subsonics. Like that. But otherwise, we'll leave the rest. I pay $5 more for a really soft one. I need a soft slam bot. You do a custom order. We'll have to wait for some to get another bulk order. Yes. What is this on the ground? Okay. Well, that's important to. I have 1.5K worth of stock now. I can't change. That's true. This will all just be future talks. You know what I still need to get in terms of merch? I need to make some stickers. That I do know more people that make stickers. What else should I do for merch? What else could you do for merch, right? What other merch items would be available? Mugs are easy. Is there a lot of demand? Would people buy mugs? I have too many mugs. That's why maybe that's proof. I buy a lot of mugs. I have bought a lot of mugs. But now I don't buy mugs anymore because I have too many. This is good. I like it. I can't think of anything else that needs to change. It's funny how like I did forget to put those EQs on a lot of things. Wait, what do I have selected here? Oh, just the bass. The bass can go raw. That's fine. And I genuinely feel like now that I put those on, I really feel a difference, like in clarity of it all. It's just less muddy, which is the whole point of EQing different things. Clear up that mud, keep things in their respective frequency ranges and all that. If you get stickers, can have some here to ship with shirts, sweeten the deal. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. One of the stickers that I want to make is the I'm Trying album cover, because I always thought that was a really cool album artwork that a friend of mine did. Here, it would look like this, in case you don't know what I'm talking about. I'd just get a nice square sticker of that, I always thought that would be a cool one. So that's one thing I'd like to do if I ever did stickers, is at least that. Especially because that's easy. I already have that. It's that. You know what I mean? Other than I don't need to get a designer to be like, oh, I want to do Slambot, but he looks like a fireman, or what I mean, whatever sticker design I do, or if it's just a picture of the little logo guy, it can always be that as well. But I thought the just a nice square sticker of that album cover would look really nice too, especially too because in a way it is my robot guy, sort of. It's a fat man cosplaying as him. In a weird way, the fat man almost looks a little bit like me too, just a little. I mean, I'm not nearly that obese, but in a weird way, he still he looks like me if I was fat, right? Need a cover of person in Slamhaus costume live photo. That's true. That's the next thing. It's you looking like him. Yes. Oh, you're right. You're right. I look like him. He doesn't look like me. I look like him. You're right. I do agree with you, Hefner, that I have thought about that, where I was like, I eventually want to do, like, if I ever do a follow-up to I'm Trying and do another lo-fi rock album, I want to try and get a real person to like junky shitty cosplay as my Slambot robot guy like this and take a real photo. And I've never used a real photo in my album artwork before. It's always like 3D art or hand-drawn art or something like that. So that would be brand new. When will I ever put out an album with me on the cover, I wonder? Probably never. I'm trying to kind of avoid that. I say I'm trying to avoid that, but then I do these live streams with my camera. If I was really like hardcore, want to live to the Gorillaz philosophy, I should do this, right? No more face cam for the rest of Tunesdays ever. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. You'd miss out on everything interesting happening, because my camera would be off like this, and I'd be talking and explaining what I'm doing, and then next thing you know, I'm here. And how did I get here? I don't know. But that's okay. Wait. I don't know how to go. There it is. Okay. That was too much time for too stupid stuff. AI maybe fake it. Oh, that's true. That would be creepy though. It's gonna always come out creepy. Got to give him a makeover of some sort. What they did with Bob in Tekken. It's true. Oh well. I had this artwork commissioned by an artist. Well, I tried to commission it. I offered money and she refused it. But she does a whole bunch of these. So I would love her to do more artwork in the future. So a redesign is certainly possible. I could do Slamhaus 3D print, put it on ground next to the grass, or have it take a photo. Somebody would have it model it though. I thought it was your brother who made it. My brother makes almost all of my artwork. So if we scroll through this, like he made this, he made these, he made this, he made this, he made this. He made all these things, but I'm Trying was a separate special album, and I had requested this from an artist. I have them right here, artisanal beards. Check out the link from I'm Trying, and if you want to see it, I'm not going to click that because then it's going to sign me into my freaking Facebook, and I don't want to sign into Facebook. But click into your own Facebook at your own will. They have a Facebook and an Instagram, probably. But yeah. Gotta make Slambot as Slimbot. He has been trying for a while. See, I could do Slimbot. I'll just do really scrawny and skinny. I'll just not eat for a few days too, so I'm even skinnier. And then take a really disgustingly skinny IRL photo of me dressed like him. I'm just lanky and tall and long and gross and awkward, so it'd be perfect. Enough about me. I think we're done for today, right? It was efficient. We finished in like 3.5 hours. Well, a little over. But the song's nice, and it's over 4 minutes long even. Look at that. So pretty decent for a synthwave track. I love it. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. We had a whole bunch of folks. Something Incarnate, Hefner, Sir Maxim, Bacon. Pun stopped by earlier. We had Polum. I'm like scrolling back. Victus Art swung by real quick. Fonz was here. Nico Slama. Thank you so much, all y'all. It's fun to do Tuesdays when y'all show up, and inspires me to do more. I will have some more free time coming up 1 week from right now. So next week, I'll be doing Tuesday as usual on Tuesday. Will I be live on Monday? Maybe. I think, hopefully, I will be live on Monday. Monday will be like an afternoon to night thing. If you didn't catch it last time, I had a buddy on who plays drums. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to stop this if you're watching this on YouTube, come on Twitch sometime and you'll actually hear the rest of the story. But until then, goodbye, YouTube. Bye. You watch the song. Bye.